So I'm going to explain how I repaired this TCX Dometic portable fridge. The problem with this fridge was that it would not work from the 230 volts. It would make a clicking sound. It would only work from the 12 volt input. So the way to get to the electronics is to remove these 9 screws here around this cover. Then you can take this cover off and place it to the side. You can see here, that's the down there is the fan. Here is the cooling element. This is the control board for the cooling element and the front panel. And this is the supply that is used to make 230 volts into 12 volts, and everything then works on 12 volts. So this supply, and the end, it has a relay, and it takes in the 12 volts, it takes in the 230 volts, and that relay selects between the two. And that relay was clicking, and that selects what 12 volt actually goes to this main board. So you can take 4 screws out here, and then you take another 3 screws out around the supply. Watch out for this capacitor, make sure it's discharged before you work on the bottom side of the board, and unplug everything, of course. Then the problem is, in here there were 3 capacitors of a cheap brand, and they run very hot because they're under the heatsink of the diode. So to take this heatsink off and get to the capacitors, you unsolder this pin, these 3 pins, and this pin, these 3 and this, and then you can take out the whole heatsink and the diode as one piece. The capacitors, this is one of the capacitors, and you can see it's bulging at the top. There were 2 capacitors of 25 volts, 1000 microfarads, and 1 capacitor of 16 volts, 1000 microfarads. So yeah, and then you can put the heatsink back on, test it, and put it back together. I will put it back together because this is working again.